I just think, life of a showgirl is, look, it's where she is right now, and I guess it's where we all are right now. So, I mean, if you enjoy the moment, you'll enjoy this album. I feel that's that's maybe the hottest take possible. That's maybe the
This
hottest take
is
possible.
my fault for putting a time stamp. Or like people will know when we recorded this. Or
Yeah,
guess, good guess.
Right.
they'll have a
Um,
general area. Yeah, yeah.
but you're coping. You're doing all right, Ian. Big
Like I
Swifty.
said, just we just have to like get through a day at a time as it is right now.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
All
Yeah.
now intimately familiar with the football player dog,
hmm hmm
what he's packing.
I mean
Mhm.
that whole epic, that whole story, that whole the whole country getting to see, that Super Bowl where yeah.
Is
Yeah.
this some deranged version, or is this some like? Well, it's got. I think it is. I think it's some version of how, especially musicians, the older they get and the happier they get, especially due to fame, the
Mhm.
less interesting and good their art is.
Now,
For
I
the
think
for
I
the most part, for the most
I think I think I had said something that's so crazy you said that, Chris, because I think
part.
when I was prompted to give an opinion about this album first, like I was at a Halloween thing a few weeks ago, and someone asked me, "Oh, what do you think of that new Life of Showgirl album?" I did immediately say, I liked Adele more when she was sadder too. I thought I thought before the fame and the comfort and the like security of everything, when
Yeah.
Adele was very poor and sad and young, uh, God, that was some of the best stuff, man. Um, I don't know. Maybe just someone needs to ruin their lives, and that's the next hot album around the corner. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Is it
Oh,
Adele or Kesha who like fucked a ghost?
oh my
You
God,
know,
Kesha. Kesha
it's
has an
Kesha.
elaborate
Okay,
Yeah,
ghost
okay.
that's
fucking story. Yes,
a dollar sign.
yes.
You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not alone.
Mhm.
Um,
A ghost. How old is her husband?
oh, oh, well.
she married a ghost. Oh my God, she married a ghost for the money. That's another whole. That's I've never thought of that plot. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
Hey, I do it
Hey,
too.
okay.
At this
yeah.
point,
I did. I did want to say that was one of the greatest articles to come out of that year in 2022. That entertainment one. Did Kesha really sleep with a ghost? Here's the true story.
here's your on video. Have you watched? Oh my god. Okay, if we're already putting uh, dates on this
Paranormal.
podcast, did you watch
Yeah.
Yeah.
the latest Justin Wang video? Or I think it's the one before. I think it's the one before the last one. He
Uh,
Kesha's having slept with the ghost.
really?
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't see that one yet. Oh, it
All
did.
right.
Can ghosts
Oh,
cheat?
man.
Sorry.
And
Can ghosts
look,
cheat?
guys, let me just say this
To his
as a
part.
quick. We were we were
It's all
having a
for Ian.
conversation about like aging and mortality.
Yeah.
Here's a great thing from an older generation, listeners. When we were younger, especially when I was younger,
Oh
there
yeah.
was at least one story every so often that was in that realm, and it was fun, and it was something you got to look forward to, and it was like, is there really goblins in the sewers under Compton? We sent a reporter out
Oh
to
yeah.
find out. There's no stories like that. There's no fun bullshit like,
No.
I work at the Library of Congress and I know there are ghouls. There are ghouls all around. Yeah. I
Mhm.
miss that. I miss that, like, Nick, as you inferred, like a serious news place. Like, did did she have an out of wedlock ghost baby?
Yeah.
This reporter
The
finds more.
problem is there's too much news happening all at once now.
True. True. True this.
There's no time for fun.
Yeah.
Did that leopard run up the tree? Famously.
Fort Knox says we're missing $5,000. Could it
Yes.
be Leprechaun? I don't know.
Shout outs, dude. That neighborhood. Oh my god. I'll fucking rule that. Nick, you could take an improv lesson from.
Yes, sir.
We all could take an improv lesson.
But especially me.
Especially Nick. And Ian, you've been getting a little rusty too.
All right, fair enough. I'm gonna go out with my news van, just ask people about the goblin and see how fast can a neighborhood yes and I saw him.
Bank, and I'm making a deposit. Hello, bank teller. What's the? I'm so good at improv.
Yes, and your savings is a ghost town.
Yes, and oh man, ghost town. That's a fun thing to have. I better uproot me and my family to the ghost town.
Oh gosh. Anyway,
yes,
yeah.
and
what do you think of it?
No ghosts here. No, but it is filled with werewolves.
Look at him go.
Oh,
look at him.
Improv.
Now, kids, that's some high level improv.
That's some high.
You're not for that.
Don't try a no butt right away. You're not ready for it. Not like that.
You're not ready for that bravery.
Yeah.
Not ready for that boldness.
No.
Last thing before we get to the movie.
Yes.
Speaking of no, but watched the most upsetting guessing game in the world from Auntie Donna. Hates it.
The most upsetting guessing game in the world. I feel like I remember this.
Donna, it's not, or like their Grouse House affiliate. Ian, you should watch that.
Okay.
I've always thought about we should do it, but I don't think we're good enough to do it.
No.
And I don't think Nick can handle that stress.
Okay. This was like not a written sketch. This is like an improv bit.
No, it's all improv.
Oh,
it's all
wow.
improv.
Okay.
You know that I won't spoil much about it, but there's stuff about it I would like to talk to you about.
Yeah,
okay. Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
All right. Anyway, that's all good and fun. You know what else is good and fun, and which we are on, and you're watching an internet video. You know it's not fun. The internet has videos filled with rituals from Russia. We're watching. Yes. We watch Spring, and that starts off really strong. I was super in minute one. But I guess we should get into the rising action.
Yeah.
What did you all know about Bring Her Back before watching? Give it to Ian on this one.
Oh, okay. To start, I truthfully didn't know much of anything about the movie Bring Her Back. I had seen the trailer, and the inference I got from it was that it was like a zombie or a Revenant movie, maybe. And I knew that it was written and directed by the folks who gave us Talk to Me.
Yes, it's directed by Danny. Oh my god, I'm gonna fuck up these names.
Philip
and Michael Filippo.
But they do go by the twins go by the collective name Raka Raka as director.
Raka. Yeah. The writers for this one are Danny Filippo and Bill Hinsman. So there you go. But so you knew about their previous movie. Had you?
Yeah, I had seen Talk to Me, and I had been pretty impressed by it. Frankly, it scared me really bad. I thought it was really effective. I liked, and then we'll get into this, but I'll just quickly say one of the things I did really like in Talk to Me was how the story, the supernatural, is a very thin allegory for real stuff.
Yeah, for addiction. Yeah.
Yes.
That movie's about addiction. Like I was watching people. I was like, well, this is just this is someone going through it.
Oh, super bad. Yeah, definitely. And then we'll talk more about that. But that's really basically all I had known about the movie. I didn't want to I didn't want to know too much. What about Nick? What did you know before you got into this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I same with you in terms of like knowing the two brothers going into like their their YouTube history, and also like their uh history, since all of us had seen Talk to Me.
Mm.
Mhm.
Uh that was one where I think that was pretty much it in terms of the movie itself. Yeah, it was just a name, and like I was like, I feel like I'm awarded the most, the least I know about them. At least the least I know about going into their films.
Mm-hmm.
I did know some of the act. I did know Sally Hawkins was in it. Um,
Yeah, that was the person I recognized like immediately from Shape of Water.
Yes, Shape
yeah,
of Water. Yeah,
and
Oh, and Blue
Godzilla.
Jasmine.
Yeah,
yeah. Two Godzilla. She's done Godzilla and Godzilla King of Monsters,
Oh
right?
my
She was
god,
in.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
she's the
and
doctor.
Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Wow, I
she
totally
also
forgot about that.
yeah, and she plays the mom in Paddington 1 and 2.
She's
I haven't
Mrs.
seen that.
Brown in all the Paddington films. Yes.
According to Conan O'Brien, he's
Mhm,
never made
mhm.
Paddington and Paddington 2.
But yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
no, yeah. I here to correct it. Yeah, uh, it's true. That's just a common statement. But yeah,
I'll have to watch it at some point because too many
we
people
have
have come up to me about that, and I'm gonna have to watch it.
And I've told you that like when I was last in England,
Uh-huh.
more than one English person behave that way about both Paddington and Sherlock Holmes, like they're real people in a way that worried me slightly.
yeah.
Like they just talk about, oh yeah, and that's where Paddington went. You know it's a movie, right? No, that's where he solved it. Anyway, go ahead.
That's where Wallace got divorced to stay with Gromit.
they're just like you ask them, you know that's a movie, right? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Have fun.
You want to see where else Paddington went? Anyway, yeah.
Wrestling's not real. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. It's fucking.
I
What
love
do you
that
mean
movie.
real?
I
It's
don't know.
funny.
Those headbutts are real. those,
Yeah,
those chairs.
yeah.
Someone gets hit with the chair, and that's realer than real.
That's a real.
If you've ever been hit by a chair,
Chris
it's
and
not
I
great.
saw a dude get his head scalped up from a fork.
Oh my god, man. Yeah. It was John Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page, stabbing him with the fork. That's how they opened the match, Ian.
It's
Holy
fucking
crap.
crazy.
So he
Oh,
bleeds the entire 30-minute set, and uh, there's a sports memorabilia thing that AEW's like they have a partnership, and they made
Mm.
only one replica of that fork that you can buy. It's not the actual fork, but it's
It's
a
the reference.
replica of the fork.
That scalped that man in
And
the match.
man, let me tell you, Ian, I was
Mhm.
so tempted to get it.
To buy a 1-to-1 fork.
1-to-1 fork. It came in a
Mhm.
box for display.
Mhm.
Oh,
but
fucking love wrestling. Wrestling is sick.
Yeah.
Let's
and
just
that's
talk about wrestling. I know Bring Her Back's good, but like AEW's been doing really
oh
good lately.
yeah.
Oh man.
No,
I was gonna
I'm
say
sorry. I'm sorry. And back to what
no,
you
Nick.
knew beforehand.
No, Nick.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
You're,
bad.
So I was gonna say this ties into actually what else I knew about the brothers going in was
Uh-huh.
that I also knew during this film production they then went to Mexico to do a documentary on extreme wrestling. Hence why there's a video of Danny getting slammed into glass and barbed wire
Oh, what?
for the documentary.
That's pretty cool, actually. I did
These
not know
guys
that.
fucking rule.
They're
These
That's
guys.
yeah, it's like they are entertainers.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, okay, we're gonna talk about it, but they're in the
no.
same spot Boots Riley's in for me right now. And I
Okay.
will elaborate upon that when we get to the end of our thing. But Nick, was that everything you knew before
Yeah.
watching?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Cool. I knew about the wrestling thing you told me about. I'm super stoked for that. I had saw Talk to Me and I really liked it. Really liked it. Good first debut movie, comes out swinging. Like Ian mentioned, it's very much about something, and it's about addiction. It's a one-to-one like metaphor for that. But the way the shots work, the horror of that, the way the kids act and are written in that movie in particular feel like the most. They feel like the best representation of kids today, or at least at the time of the movie, than anything I had watched like up to that point.
Mhm.
Like they understand how teenagers like act.
It was very authentic. I agree.
Yes,
It's
100%.
and oh man, not to over jump the gun here, but I'll say there's something from that movie that carries over, which is
Mm-hmm.
the frustration at watching children without supervision act the way children or adolescents do. And it's just like, oh my
And
god,
have that
this is...
weaponized against them
Yes,
as
exactly, exactly.
yeah. No, this other than that, a lot of people talked about this movie to me, or at least were like, yeah, it's good. This is good stuff.
Mm.
And I had to see, so we watched it. So let's get into the climax of Bring Her Back. We won't do a full breakdown just because we gotta save time. But strong intro. Fucking does not. Another comes out swinging. Does not hide. Does not say. Does not feel like it's gonna pull any punches when it comes to. You're gonna watch fucked up shit.
Yeah,
on screen.
Yeah. They set the tone. They let you know, hey, if you don't like this may not be for you. This is not for you.
The first shot, I think, is like a fetus on the
floor,
like a floor moving.
Yeah,
it's just birthed or something. Or
oh
maybe
yeah,
even
because
taken out.
we get that shot before we even get like the logos for the production company.
Yes,
that's
in fact, I think a logo is over it.
Okay,
or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Then the logos are happening until you see someone like yank a person off the ground to hang,
to strangle them by rope. Yeah.
Strangle them by rope. And it's just this vibe of like you're not sure what language they're speaking. I'm pretty sure it's Russian. They reveal right like later.
Yes.
And you're just being taken through like it looks like it looks like they're making a snuff film. Which there's a whole history with that, but I'm not gonna. I'm smarter people than me have done better stuff on that, and whether or not it may even really exist, but like whatever. And I mean like murder for art's sake. There are videos of people dying, but anyway, it's this thing you're so in it. It's so grimy and gross, and it's like, but it's still like. It's not overtly gross to the point where you don't feel empathy for these people. You know how like in Saw movies and Hostel, the gore is the fun of it.
It's the main idea of it, and I would say that at least Hostel, and not so much Saw, but at least Hostel, I think they kind of set up most of the people to be like, yeah, they kind of suck. They're kind of terrible.
Yeah, it's sort of like old slasher films where like some victims you have to be okay with them dying.
Yeah.
Versus this, you don't know what you're watching, but you still feel like empathy. It feels so fucking real. Like even though it's crazy what you're watching. And then as we find out the rest of the movie, what they're filming is a ritual to bring someone back to life. And it requires two. How many people have to die in order to happen? Is it two? Because you have to have.
You have to have the revenant eat the flesh of the person you want to bring back, where you have stored the soul and forced the soul to hold to the dead body.
Yes.
You then have a sacrificial killing, I believe, and where you kill the vessel you want, but you have to kill the vessel the same way that the soul you would like to bring back died.
So technically 3. You have to have someone die that you want to bring back.
Yeah.
The vessel, like you said, and then the revenant's life is forfeit, right? Like you're using them.
They barf up the body, and then I guess that's them dead. they're then
Yes.
finally dead.
Which
Yeah.
we'll get into. We'll get into why this ending may be a little darker than we think it is, towards, or why it might be a little darker than it appears on the surface.
Yeah.
Even though it's fucked up, but
Mm.
yeah, this movie, and then like you get a little bit of get to know the characters, the two main characters, who are phenomenal in this fucking movie. Sora Wong plays
And
the sister Piper.
Piper and Billy Barrett, I
Yeah.
believe, is Andy. Yeah.
So Piper does have let me well, this is according to IMDb. I don't know. I didn't get to
Partial
full research and
sightedness.
stuff. Yeah, it's called coloboma and microphthalmia, which is limited sight.
Mhm.
So, and I wonder if in the movie it's. I mean, either way, I told Nick while we were watching it, this is the first time I've ever seen that in a movie, so well represented. Because like, as soon as I saw the way her eyes are moving, I went, "Oh, she's partially blind. She's looking at
She's
shapes."
actually living this. Yeah.
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 That's fucking cool. And it's not
Yeah.
like it's so specific. It works with the movie too. The rest of
Mhm.
the way, it works with just man. Kids in a foster system, especially if they got a disability, are going to be taken advantage of.
Very likely.
Yeah.
That foster kids. Yeah, there's a lot to say about. Oh my god, there's a lot to say about this movie, man. And
Yeah.
so we're in spoiler area now. We can say whatever.
Oh, it's full. I
Spoilery.
mean, that's what this podcast is.
Because it's not just about the system. It's also
Yeah.
about women like Sally Hawkins,
Mhm.
who is. I think we're given her like when we find out that she was a social worker.
Yeah.
She was like the social worker. She was the
She was the
best
one.
at her job.
Yeah.
Reputationally.
If we're to believe the other social worker, which they could just be friends, but for the sake of the movie, I believe she's the best of the best, right?
Why not? Yeah, I think I want to take it on their word that she, at least she has the reputation of being the best of the best, because I think that's so important for what's going on. And I don't know, I have a whole bunch of thoughts that I'll try and keep organized, because folks, I've worked in that field for a while, so I've so many instances where I was like, oh Jesus Christ, oh
I know.
fuck,
I was
that could
really
happen.
looking. That was part of the reason I was looking forward to recording today. I was like, I know Ian has dealt with more shit, because like I've mentored kids, right? But I don't know the intricacies of the systems
Right.
at play.
And
I do know parents are like the cause of most problems. Well, you learn that real fucking quick when you start teaching kids.
When you get into, and when you get to the place that I did, like, and you're doing full family work, you then, you know, oh man, it's a trip. It's a trip to realize how many folks get to the real world with only so many internal adult tools. I don't know how to describe it much better. Like that, all to say that there are a lot of adults that are mentally like adolescents still, and they've just
you never really
had a
grew up. You just became bigger, type thing.
and they've never had a kick in the ass that's bad enough that caused them to need to mature much more than that. That is not an uncommon thing.
Yeah,
at all.
Now I will put a little asterisk because I have mentored kids enough to also know this. Sometimes kids are just fucked, but that's not the here or there right now. So
yes,
that's
true.
That's off topic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but yeah.
so dad dies brutally, like fall in the shower.
Aneurysm?
No, fell in the shower. I'm pretty sure because that's how I read it, because
there's barf all over him, like, as well.
Yeah. Okay. So what I think that also is that happens when you hit your back of your head. And
okay.
About to die.
Okay.
I think Ender's Game. That's right. I'm bringing that up. They talk about it.
Okay.
Plus, I think it's a parallel to what happens to the brother later, where he slips and falls in the shower and almost dies.
And
Billy.
then his death is an inversion. And then Andy's death is ultimately an inversion of his father's death.
Yes.
As well. Yeah.
Yeah, he was right to be scared of the shower, as we find out.
Yes, he was right to be scared of the shower. And yeah.
Okay, can I say something? When you guys saw that shower that Sally Hawkins character has in the movie, did you guys also go, well, that's just fucking asking for it? Like that's that's that shower seems so fucking dangerous.
Like, there's no mats, you mean? Like,
There's
it's
no
just
mats. There's no rails. There's no. It's all individual tiled. The tile looks polished.
Mhm.
There's nothing closed. It's open.
There's no grip in the like. There's
There's
lots
no
of things that
grip. There's
should.
no mats when you come out.
Yep, yep. Onto marble, I would say,
Yeah.
something like that.
No,
Yeah,
it's a flat floor that comes
yeah,
out
yeah.
to it.
Uh,
Stupid.
it's. I mean, yeah, man. Let's get into it. I'll interject with all my like
I only bring it up
concerned
because
parent social
I'm a
worker.
huge. Oh, sorry. I only bring it up because I'm like terrified of falling in the showers now. You
That's
just
a
die.
reasonable. That's a very reasonable fear that
You can
people
just die.
do have slip and falls. That happens.
Yeah.
That happens.
You just die. You'll die on the way down. You won't die because you couldn't get up or anything. That's
Mm-hmm.
it's just it'll happen. Anyway, fun horror.
Mm.
But yeah, Ian, I know you had a
Mhm.
lot you wanted to say.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, let's just start with here's one of my thoughts that I think blends with an early part of the movie really well. So,
Mhm.
you've just come out of a very stressful interaction between Andy and Laura
Yeah.
at the funeral before she steals the dead father's hair.
Yeah.
And the thing that fucks me up is everything she does in that scene.
Mhm.
I'm like, I could see somebody in my line of work doing something like that to a kid that they don't fucking like. They would
Yeah.
absolutely do that. Absolutely. And I think that's the other thing is, anyway, they then get back to the house and then she's like, you know what, you all need to cheer up. Let's all get hammered.
Uh-huh.
And it's all these, and especially early on in the movie, there are all these little things that she
Yes.
does that are not enough to raise the immediate red flag because they're all, I think she's given herself plausible deniability. Kiss your
Yes.
dad on the lips now or you'll regret it is a fucking evil thing to do to that boy.
It's so fucked up.
But she has plausible deniability of saying, no, I genuinely think that's good. I genuinely think that that's going to help him. And if she can say that, there's really not anything anybody could do.
Yeah. Are they
And then,
gonna and as she uses later on in the movie, are they gonna listen to her, the 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 elevated social worker, the best one? Or are they gonna listen to the kid who to the teenager who almost 10 years ago, over almost a decade,
at
because he's about to
8,
turn
at the year
18,
8, yeah.
gives his stepsister partial blindness from hitting her in the eye too hard.
Yeah. And was a victim of abuse, of systematic
Yes.
physical abuse in the household. And that's, yeah, it's just so frustrating because so they get drunk, and again, it's one of those instances where you're like, okay, that is not defendable, but in the context, again, I guess, and also Australia has a different relationship with alcohol than
They do.
Americans do.
Yeah.
So giving 2 minors a bottle of, I don't know. I don't know. It immediately
Mhm.
was it was another one. And then the interaction of him explaining what that dynamic was and his dynamic with Piper of he habitually lies to her to protect her from kind of the ugliest parts of the world.
Yeah. But they're both aware of that. They have their own system,
Yes.
their own safe word for that. So, I mean, I review that as, well, okay, they know what each other are doing and they know when to call it off. That's actually super healthy.
I
Like,
agree.
that's crazy next level shit.
I agree. Um and then the interaction that Laura gives him, I think after they've been drinking, again, it's just this continuation of like her, yeah, I mean, making him, priming him to be the scapegoat of whatever you can tell she's planning something.
Yeah.
And again, it's like I think a reasonable person who hears her who's a third party to that would be like, oh, that's out of line. You're holding an 18-year-old responsible for an 8-year-old's actions. But
Yeah.
again, I don't know that the movie really tips it. There's very few moments where she tips her hand enough that it is something you could even do anything with, and that's what's at least for me, it was really frustrating. I found myself kind of mad through a lot of the movie, more than frightened. I was just
Yeah.
getting angry.
She's
Yeah,
building a case against Andy.
and he's a
Or,
kid, and he has no
yeah.
hope of doing dick about it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, ah, fuck. Guess what? That shit's real too. If they
Yeah.
decide they don't fucking like you, they'll bury you, man. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
hard for kids like that. So yeah, I mean that early part, especially when you're not quite clear on what's going on, is very tough. And then we meet Connor, is what they call him at the start.
Yeah. The yeah.
Oliver. Oliver Colt. Connor.
He's I think he's the son of the real life son of the guy who plays the dad. It's played
Oh,
by the dad is Stephen Phillips, and then the son is and then Oliver
Jonah.
is
Yeah.
the kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jonah Wren Phillips.
His performance is very strong in this movie. I
So
want to give
fucking
that to his
good.
credit.
They
Because
he's
go ahead.
got it down, man. Evil child that knows
Mm-hmm.
too much. How did I describe it? He looked like the stereotypes of evil British child, who was like a street urchin at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's so
Yeah.
good, man. They oh, dude, this kid kills it.
And this kid has to basically do, I'd say, between 2 and 3 roles for the
Yeah.
whole movie.
Yes.
And holy crap, is he crushing it. Credit to that actor, really, really doing it.
And so
But we
much of
meet
it's physical acting too.
very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. But so we meet him, and then I started to think like, okay, is this going to be a movie about like like the people who don't stop adopting children and are
Yeah, collect
terrified
them.
or
Yeah.
terrifying, you know, little cottages off the beaten track. That also we've talked. Well, you and I have talked about a lot about that.
Yeah, yeah. Me and you are very familiar with a certain case.
So I mean, yeah, that really comes in, and I'm wondering, would you guys talk a little bit about, because does Piper not see Oliver right away, or it's later in the movie that she sees Oliver? Am I remembering that right?
She
Or
sees the shape of him, and Andy makes the joke. You know, he does the thing that he did at the beginning of the movie because that's their thing, where he
yeah,
goes, "Oh yeah, it's he even though he has a shaved head, he goes curly ginger hair, like
right,
curly redhead."
yeah,
No, I think I think he actually says ginger. Um,
mm.
and then Sally Hawkins' character uh winks at him and like adds stuff to it.
Yeah, that's right.
And
That's
then
right.
that's where Andy's like, "Oh, that's a little weird. That's our thing." It's
Right.
you know, now we're playing with fire, right? Now
Yeah.
because she's gonna believe her.
Yeah.
She's gonna believe
Yeah.
Sally. She's not. She'll know Andy's messing around.
Yeah.
And that's like a great just tone setter for the rest of the movie of what she's gonna try to do. Which is,
Hmm.
I'm gonna lie just like you, but she's gonna believe me.
Yeah.
Gonna believe
Yeah.
me.
Exactly right.
As we get with the eye
Exactly right.
later, we give the hockey stuff, or not the hockey. It's at a hockey rink, but
It's
whatever
called
game they
goal
play.
ball. I looked it up. It's called goal ball.
That shit was rad.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit looks like magic. I don't know what. I would have to know how that works.
I have no idea how goal ball works. I don't
Looked
know.
fucking cool.
But what
Yeah.
scene do you guys want to jump into the first moment that Andy is alone with the other boy, or because
Oh,
I think
straight to
that's
the
a crazy.
knife. Yeah.
We can go straight to that's what I want to get to, but
Yeah, let's do it. Because, like, oh my god, dude. It's so fucking. You see so much.
you
You see
see the
the
whole
gum
thing,
slice up. Yeah, the teeth crack off. Like,
yeah,
oh my god. And there's
that's
a
brutal.
moment, too, where I think I told this to Nick. I was like, I think I can kind of tell that's a prosthetic, but Jesus Christ, that's so visceral. Like, in one specific shot.
Mm-hmm.
That who
No, you're right.
cares? Who cares? Like that looks fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get the full on. Well, I mean, as soon as you see the kid and the way he starts acting,
Hmm.
that's the moment where it's like, okay, well, this is fucked up. Whatever she's doing is fucked. You don't get the full like scope until probably that scene, right?
And you don't quite get how hidden Oliver is
Yeah.
until a few more scenes where you realize, oh, he's locked in a back room over the garage.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, and she has to hide. She does have to kind of evade Piper being involved right afterwards because she's like, oh, I
Mhm.
heard a child screaming in pain for help at some point. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, yeah, and then he's obviously eating the chickens that are in the backyard
yes,
to feast. Because as we realize, she doesn't quite know too what she's messing with. Like when it comes to this magic, she's constantly rewatching the video. Which that whole thing I think is really awesome. I like
hmm,
that she's not in full control. And I think that's where the magic of the ending, like, kind of comes from, is
hmm,
just where that's where the heart of the movie is. Right, is just these decisions you make that have
hmm.
escalated all the way, and we're watching the tail end of it.
Yes,
Like her
yes,
character, it's the classic of like the thing of the villain has to be the protagonist of their own story, and we're watching right before the fall.
let me
Like,
ask you both this
yeah,
question then, just because this character raises so much anger, frustration to me. But I'll say I did have authentic moments where I empathized with her
yeah, she's a
pain.
parent who lost her child to drowning. Like,
Yeah, in her pool. And again, it's crazy that they picked drowning in the home pool because that's how a lot of children do die.
mhm,
Unattended pools. That's one of the most pressing issues for children, I would say. So, but
oh yeah.
I want to ask, like, how did you guys, or when, or how did you guys experience that? Like, when is she authentically like a character that you're like, gosh, okay, I kind of get where you're coming from, or okay,
Uh-huh.
this motive is starting to make sense to me. Or how did you
Nick,
guys?
what's your answer? Because I
Yeah,
think I have mine, but I'm not sure.
Man, like, that's a good question. I'd probably have to think about it a bit. Uh,
So you want me to jump in?
well, I'm sorry. Can you repeat it so I can make sure I have it right?
sure. I'm kind of thinking, how did you what were the moments where you guys actually were feeling sympathy, empathy, understanding for her motive in this great thing, in wanting
Hmm.
to bring her actually bring a child back that she'd lost? And I guess, how does that play as the story goes on? Is it because it's something when I watched it, I'm basically kind of wrestling with it. I
Yeah.
I hate this fucking woman, and I momentarily have moments where I'm like, well, fuck. If my daughter died, I don't know what I would do. If I had a daughter that died, I don't know what the fuck I would do. Maybe I would do some crazy ass shit like that. I don't know. Um, yeah.
I felt nothing. She had to go. Tapped her. Tapped her.
well,
You know,
I agree she had to go.
She
nah,
has
But
to go. Yeah, yeah,
I will stand by that. But
okay.
was Nick?
I get you.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna give a serious answer now.
yeah. Okay,
Okay,
go ahead.
okay, that's fair.
The serious answer to this horror movie. Yeah, I think I felt it. I guess around the time. Well, it was right before they showed her body, the corpse.
In the freezer,
Oh, in the
like, and
freezer.
yeah,
Yeah, I think because it happened so fast and it was so shocking that any memory of what I felt went out the window.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's what happened. Uh,
I love that answer. Yeah.
I I'd say that. I say the moment, yeah, where it's like, um, you kind of, you have some of the flashbacks of the daughter herself, and then like the moment of her in the water, or
Yeah.
and her mom pulling her up, and I was like, well, I've seen that in real life sometimes, like a kid
Mm.
accidentally, infant or a baby too young, or a kid too young to swim, falls in the water during like a pool party or a
Mhm.
family gathering, and then like a parent jumps in. I've seen that a few times.
Well,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I think the more most tragic part of that of her daughter's death, right, is that she is a strong swimmer. She's like that's one of her favorite
Yeah.
things to do. But it's
Yeah.
just as simple of one injury, right? And
Yep.
you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
It's tragedy of a parent. Okay. Oh my god. It's gonna sound so mean to
As a
people who
man.
are like parents and new, but fuck it. You know how like SIDS isn't really real. SIDS is just a thing we do to, and that's sudden infant death syndrome. It's the
Yes.
thing we do to cope with. Yeah, you fucked it. You fucked up. Child died because the crib bumpers fell because you weren't paying attention or you weren't looking for a second.
Slept with
You
their
gave
face
them.
down and killed themselves. Like
Yep.
the young babies can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Just okay. So, and I'm thinking there's two like big thoughts that happen.
Mm.
For me. If it's okay to interject, Nick, I don't know if
Please.
he's on.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Thank you, Ian. Yes.
Uh,
Thank you.
it's so when she said like, "Oh, my daughter died," and when it's a pool thing, right? Like it's due to straight up. Just that means I wasn't looking the one sec. That must be super devastating to a social worker, because she must know, as you said, like how many kids die that way,
Yeah.
where it's just you weren't paying attention to the pool as it was
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
There was no guardrails. There was no blank, or there was no whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's why we're like very careful about our pool. But yeah, there was nothing. You just weren't paying attention. You were a negligent parent
Mm-hmm.
for that second. So that must be like already super devastating for her. And then now listening to there's a podcast I listen to called Castle Super Beast. Both of them are parents, like new parents right now. One of them has a 2-year-old and one of them just had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And hearing all that and being like, yeah, dude, if your kid dies because of like negligence, that would fuck anyone up. At least if
Yeah.
you're a good parent, right? Like if you're not a fucking psycho
Hopefully. Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
a sociopath.
Yeah.
And like so one to Nick's thing, I want to jump on the shot of the right before the dead body. Yeah, the camera work does so much. There's so much good directing and cinematography in this goddamn movie to just convey emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Or to make the audience feel certain ways during certain times. I mean, that's just what movies are. It's emotional manipulation. But
Yeah.
Sally Hawkins' performance, where as she's trying to drown Piper in the pool, and she can't because Piper's
Yeah.
smart enough to say "mommy" like right at the end, right?
Yeah.
Or has that epiphany, or has that moment to say it.
Yeah.
Is so fucking convincing. Like it's so heartbreaking, and you've watched because, like I mentioned before, we're watching the end of someone's like selling their soul literally to the devil, like a Faustian, like this whole of I'm gonna commit this fucking crazy ass ritual from the Russian dark web or something.
Yeah.
And the desperation she gives her coworker. Oh my god, dude, the performance in like the last 30 minutes, like 20 minutes or so from Sally Hawkins is incredible. Like it's so convincing. Everything.
That ripping the necklace off, that ripping the coat off, that please we can do it. I'm almost there is so I believe it. Yeah.
100%. And it's so heartbreaking. And you like it's so good you're heartbroken for this character as she's drowning your protagonist.
Slams the car.
Oh yeah. After killing another protagonist with her car. And we'll talk about that sequence because that's like a horror thing. But my point is here, Sally Hawkins' performance is so fucking good in this movie that I do feel the empathy and sympathy, especially in that moment.
Okay.
Right. It's you're watching the tragedy happen, and she makes the right decision at the end. But it's a little.
She's
too
made
late,
a lot
right?
of wrong ones. You know.
Yeah. It's too late. She's already murdered people, and she already went past the point of return, but she didn't fully sell her soul at that point, or
Mm,
forsaken, right?
yeah.
Someone else. It's crazy, man. What a great performance from that. Yeah. So those three moments I think of in particular, right? When you're saying
Hmm. Hmm.
that,
Hmm.
fuck, dude. Okay. Oh, you want to talk about the other social worker getting hit by the car?
Oh my god.
Because I
I
love that scene.
Can I
That shot,
actually
yeah.
throw in a quick thought on top of your last one, just before we
Oh
go
yeah,
on,
wait, yeah, we're
while
still
while
on.
it's here, while we're still talking about like, I I think there's something very. I don't have a clear answer for this, so I'm just gonna say it out loud and kind of work on it
Uh,
as we as we go. But there is also something that is authentic and dark and true about playing favorites that
yeah,
comes up in this movie, and it's like, well, you didn't feel that fucking bad for the boy you
no,
strangled to death and drowned.
no,
And it proves that your empathy is somewhat selective, or you are able to empathize more with certain people. And that is
yeah.
sadly 100% fucking true. There is absolutely kids that get better treatment because you remind me of somebody I know. I like you.
Mm.
So
You remind me
I'm
of my
happy to
kid.
make it a little. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I just like. I mean, hey, anyone who's been siblings knows
Hmm.
exactly what that feeling is. So,
Hmm. True. True.
um, no, all the motivations for these characters, even for Laura, who Sally Hawkins is playing, like
Yeah.
you buy it in this
Authentic. Yeah,
movie.
absolutely.
They all
Yeah.
feel authentic, as you said. Um,
Yeah.
even though the ritual's crazy, but
Yes. Yeah.
um, fuck. Anyway, Nick,
Yeah.
you want to talk about the car scene?
I was gonna say like the shot. I mean, it got me. I mean, that was the part where like
You got shot. Yeah, I got
it.
shocked too. I was like, ah.
It was such a it's such a, like you said, it's a horror thing. It's like, again, like I know we talked about immediately after it happened of like, well, they're all getting away with it too easy.
Hmm.
Yeah. There's well, I mean, I talked about it with you right after that sequence where I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna watch the social worker die.
Yeah.
And there's so many moments like it's quick. It's right. There's a quick sequence of her moving through the house and
Hmm.
getting out that you're like, okay, she could die here. She's gonna be pushed off the stairs or something. No, she's okay. She can die here. She can like they push her into the pool. No, there's how about here where the gate is? No, and she
Yeah.
makes it all the way to the drive. They're so good at just suspense and surprising you,
No.
and it's with the car, and it handles the problem of we need to get rid of both these characters, right?
Right. Yeah.
They have to die here. Um, fuck, dude, Andy dies so hard. Like, uh,
It's truly one of the most fucking wicked things. I think it's.
yeah,
I don't know. My my immediate response was I had to stop the movie for a minute and be like, okay,
really, fuck, okay.
this is what. Well, yeah, and then yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah,
You know
that
what?
was where
From
it
what
took.
you've been saying throughout this episode, I believe it.
Oh my god, yeah.
I believe you. No.
Holy shit! It's such a wallop when it hits you, and then and you mention it directly, like that whole end sequence from, I would say from just before that. I would say
Uh,
from the monologue of yes, we can bring her back, we can do it,
yeah.
throwing down, coming down, everything just is a force of momentum hurtling towards
Towards
whatever
death.
this is going to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Um.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck, dude. And like the way the car shot, because like it feels real, even though I'm pretty sure it's just like a dummy. Um.
Yeah.
But I always talk about on here too, where like if you ever been on the fucked up parts of the internet, especially, and watch someone actually
Mhm.
die, you realize the people dying in real life looks kind of comedic.
Yes.
It's not all visceral and gussied up like in Hollywood where it has to be painful like all that. No, it's why like people are in such shock because it's a light turning off. right? Like in someone.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think this like that shot like straddles that perfect both comedic but also like fuck dude that looked real. That looked like I just watched someone get hit by like really get hit by a car.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's another moment that I'm trying to remember in this movie where I feel that too, but I'm drawing a blank.
I I think I feel that there was also one of the most affecting moments where you think, because they
Oh, when he
also
falls
tease
in a
you with,
shower. Sorry, that it just
oh
hit me.
god, yeah, when he falls in the shower. I was gonna say the movie teases Piper dying so long, it's so
Yeah,
protracted, and they keep like we
and she's
haven't
the one that
mentioned
makes
the
it.
ghost dad scene, which I'll just throw out really quickly as very eerie, very moody, reminded me of their previous film in the
Bring her
rendering.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'm
Um,
sorry. No. Talk to
talk
me.
to me.
Talk to me.
Talk to me. Um, and Dad saying she's gonna die in the rain. Um,
Yeah.
his and then we have the scene of Oliver having eaten the corpse of her brother, luring her in to be eaten, presumably doing Andy's voice so that Piper will come
Yeah.
to the Revenant. Um, and then the movie continues to fucking surprise me with like she is the survivor. She's the one who gets out, and
Yeah.
I still can't figure out how I feel about it
Really?
anymore.
Okay. What's conflicting you about it?
I just I'll lay it all out as brief as I can. One
Sure.
is I think the movie makes her very, she is the child and her older brother is the parent, and it very much frames it that way, and she is presumably not that much younger than Andy is, but she's very and I can't figure out which word I like better. I've been going back and forth. She is innocent, but like parts of the innocence to me had read as like ignorance. Like, why do you suddenly disbelieve your brother of all this time? What? But it's also, well, you're a child who's been through trauma, so
Yeah.
I don't have anything necessarily that doesn't make sense for the character. It's just I
Yeah.
kept thinking like, well,
Okay. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
if you make all the wrong choices in the horror movie, the rule
Yeah.
tends to be you have to be punished, and you have to. And I guess she gets one of the worst punishments of all is to
She loses
live
everything.
through all that.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
I don't think she's making the wrong. Okay, so here's how I see it. Right.
Mhm.
I totally get what you're saying there, but I think that's also real dynamic. If you've ever been the oldest sibling
Mhm.
and you have a younger sibling, and especially if there's like a bigger age gap, but I mean like at any point too.
Mhm.
You're the
Mhm.
oldest sibling. You have a younger sibling. They have some sort of disability, whether it be mental or physical, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
You automatically, and especially if you know your parents are either like both working and they're kind of absent,
Or
uh, or
assholes, like in this
or
case.
assholes,
Yeah. Yeah.
you pick up that role of parental figure and or
True.
protector,
True.
right?
True. Yeah. I'm
Now,
with you.
granted,
Yeah.
that's what's obviously happening with Andy and Piper, but I think it's like one of the healthier representations I found it because they can still banter and they're they're closer to equals than you would see in other situations, right?
That's true. She doesn't automatically. And I'm glad they don't do that. She
I glad
shouldn't
too.
automatically have reverence for whatever Andy says. I agree. I
Yeah,
agree. I agree.
it feels like their relationship as brother and sister like happened after work, and presumably it did,
Yeah.
right, on both their parts, that
Yeah.
they both worked on and flourished together. I don't think Piper is just jumping off. I don't interpret some of the choices she makes as jumping off from Andy
Mhm.
and getting away, because as she's even asked uh, by Sally Hawkins' character Lauren,
Would
later
you
like,
live
would
with?
you
Oh
move?
yeah. Yeah. That's true.
And
That's true.
no, I'm gonna live with Andy. I'm just enjoying, but I definitely like being with you too. We'll visit on weekends.
On the weekends, yeah,
And
that's true.
and what her character's goal throughout the movie is one, cause confusion in both those kids, and to
Yeah,
cause confusion, Andy, of, oh shit, I am not put together. I need to
yeah,
they're not gonna let me receive custody over my sister.
yeah,
With
true.
Piper going, do I actually want to? Because now she, with Laura creating all these false, like bringing out the worst sides of him, or reminding her, or even just
And
flat out making
psychologically
him up.
antagonizing.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
just to separate them and create a fission.
yeah,
So
that's true.
that Piper would want to stay with Sally
Mhm.
Hawkins. Laura, I keep doing Sally Hawkins, to
It's
stay with
okay.
Laura
Yeah, yeah,
and get away
yeah,
from Andy. That's the psychological thing going on, right? That's the tension going on, right?
yeah,
That's Laura's goals,
yeah,
and Andy and Piper, whether they know it or not, even though Andy's more aware of it, they're fighting against that, while also figuring out like a mystery,
yeah,
essentially.
yeah,
Um, but their friend, Laura, Piper, and Andy's relationship is so strong that Piper can recognize of, oh no, no, I'm always going to side with Andy, no
right.
matter what, and I am going to believe him.
Yeah,
Which is why she follows the voice from
yeah,
the
yeah,
Revenant,
yeah, you're
and
right.
knows automatically that something's wrong with uh, Laura as soon as she realized, oh, you lied to me.
Yeah,
Only Andy can do that because we have the safe word to do that, right?
yeah, right.
Uh, which is why you get the cool thing of, oh, I think Piper's a lot smarter than we give her credit for, because she memorized the house. You saw her touching, which you're introduced to at the beginning of the movie. That's how she
That's true.
memorizes her house.
It's true.
And she memorizes the house from just feel, and knows the pole that leads directly as right across from the thing.
This is true. This is
That's
true.
why
She
when she
escaped
grabs it, there's
well.
that great moment of like, there's a pause, and you
Mm,
immediately, if you've been like keeping track of that, you just go, oh, the front door is not that far,
yeah,
because you've
yeah.
also been learning the house with her.
Yes, that's true.
Uh, no, so I think that's what's going on,
That
storytelling wise and motivation wise.
that fits. That fits. That does make sense. That does
Yeah.
make sense to me. I
Yes.
yes. I do agree. I do
I
agree with that
also
actually.
agree with you though about the favoritism thing, because that is obviously a big factor here,
Hmm.
and that is definitely reflected in like foster care and everything.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, man. Uh,
yeah.
no, I know I rambled a little bit of just breaking
No, but I
down
appreciate your
character
take,
motivation.
truthfully, because I want to say this as well, because I do
Uh huh.
think that the movie goes out of its way. It takes great pains to not say Piper is innocent and ignorant because she's the blind character. It does
Yes.
not do that. And I think it would have been very easy for the movie to make that inference even accidentally. And I think they did damn good not making it that way. She is capable, but she is also a 16-year-old girl who is like
Yes.
going through a lot, as you say.
Yeah.
So you know what? That helps me. That helped me actually a little bit. Thanks, man. Yeah.
No, no, no worries. 100% agree. I mean, that's why I think those characters feel so fucking real. Like,
Yeah.
everything works, everything's validated. They feel like people that could be in this, like in our world.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, like, that's part of the horror of this, is taking advantage of children for
Yeah.
your own nefarious needs,
Yeah.
especially if they're in dire straits, like being in a foster system,
Yeah.
and with the disability. Like, she has
Yeah.
so much power in that situation. Laura does, like,
And the magic stuff, not
and
to
then there's
mention the
shit.
necromancy.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
how both these movies, magic and demonry, just exist.
And
I think it's cool
yeah.
because I feel like it's scarier with this stuff, with like demonry, or like even like eldritch horror. If you're like, no, you can't understand it. There's no
Hmm.
way. That's beyond
And
you. That's beyond anyone. Like,
I I want to also say that the
yeah,
movie's taking something from Talk to Me that it did really well in as far as the world building of the magic of the supernatural.
Uh-huh.
of yeah, I do like that it's out there. If you want it, you can
Yeah.
find it.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to do some of this stuff, you could figure it out. Yeah. And I
So
think that aspect of the world that it feels authentically like occult knowledge that is
yes.
obscured, hidden information. Yeah, you could figure out how to bring someone back from the dead. You just have to
Yeah.
go to the right website. Like, I do like that. I do think that's really strong. That
Oh
feels
yeah,
excellent. Yeah.
100%. Okay. Nick, is there anything else about this movie you want to bring up?
Take your
Any
plane.
scenes in particular before we move on to what we got out of it?
Yeah, before I guess to like end all of it, to end all of it, uh,
To bring it
one
back.
thing, bring it
To bring
back,
it back.
bring her
Yes.
back, to bring actually, yeah, to bring it back
To
to
bring it
the
Cad.
actor, bring Cad, um,
Is back.
bring it Mad, uh, bring it, Pad,
Bring it on to.
Bring it on home.
bring bring her on home, yeah. I think like one thing that was cool, kind of like learning about after this film was that
Mm.
um that 14-year-old girl who played
Sora Wong.
Sora Wong, yeah, that's
Yeah.
her first role ever.
Yeah. I
No
think I
way.
mentioned it at the top of the. Maybe I didn't.
That blows me away, guys.
It's
Oh my
crazy.
goodness.
It's crazy. I
How
mean,
I'm
about
she
saying
has
it.
the actual thing.
I'm saying it right now. I genuinely, authentically hope I want to see that young lady in another movie in the next few years. I
I want
really
to see
want to
all
see
of
her
them. I
again.
think.
Yeah.
I honestly do think they all kill it. Like, I fully
Yeah.
believe they're real teenagers
Mhm.
in our world. And Jonah Rain Phillips is just made to be a horror star. Like, he's
He's a gift, and the way he turns on at the end of the movie.
yeah. Oh
Well,
my
we didn't
god, dude,
mention
it's
that.
so heartbreaking. The
We'll throw that out. That he survives. The
yeah,
boy, the vessel survives, and Andy presumably gives himself. I had kind of thought, oh, maybe Andy would be the soul that
yeah.
survives this transference, but he no, it's the young boy, and he identifies himself, and he plays that role also so yeah, anyway, it was very affecting.
Dude, the
It
screaming
felt
and
very real.
writhing like is so brutal to watch. Like,
Yeah,
fuck, dude, especially for a child.
and the prosthetic is on there that whole so I'm like looking
Yeah,
very closely at his face the whole
yeah.
time. That is that poor kid. That
And he
poor
has
kid.
that moment earlier in the movie too of lucidity where he goes to Andy. He's like, "Where am I?" Right or
Yeah.
something like, yeah.
And he has a whole period where he's screaming for fucking help, and then she
Yeah.
puts on an album to try and coax him back into that trance again from the video.
Yeah.
So, oh
Does
my
the
god, that
circle
kid.
thing.
Yes, Miss Wong, that young man, Phillips, was it? What a gift they both
Yeah,
are. Yeah, yeah.
they're all fantastic. Cool. Are we any other scenes, or should we just move on? Just looking at the time, that's why.
Nicholas.
Oh, I'm good.
All
Okay.
right, cool. Then what did we get out of it? The falling action. Nick, what'd you get out of it? What'd you get out of Bring Her Back?
Mm.
I got out of it a version of uh you know sometimes I got a version of an idea where if you try to replace your children with other children, the best course of action is magic if it does
That's
work.
right.
Yeah.
Um, and secondly, I
Really,
got
this
out
movie
of
is
it.
about Laura not being allowed to do her goddamn ritual, even though it's working.
It was super working really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I just wish she handled herself better during the movie as well.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
She could
Mm-hmm.
have gone about certain things
A
better.
little
I
different.
agree with that. I agree with you on this, Nick.
Yeah, with less
Yeah.
moxie.
Is it
Uh,
so hard to find a depressed blind teenager
Oh.
that will? Anyway, I don't know.
yeah, her
Nick, you sound
boldness
like
was
a Tumblr
yeah.
poster trying to justify why they like the most evil character in a movie. It's like, no, I just
As I
think
look at
if they just changed it up a little bit, they could be great. And if
They can be
the
great,
world's
guys.
in their way, and they're so pretty,
They
I
so
know.
well
I will
have
say
any one of us complimented how beautiful Sally Hawkins is? I
so
don't think so.
Bishi
She's very pretty.
Seffy Seffy. No,
what a hell of a sentence.
that's right.
Yeah, so I got out of it that I no, really I got out of it a fantastic second movie. That
No,
might be
dude.
my I'm gonna think about it for like our wrapping up this year. But I'm really glad we ended this. We kind of like got close to the end of this year, especially in the near Halloween, a fantastic movie that did genuinely get me and also like did have a lot to say. I feel like it said more than weapons, but that's just me. But
I agree. I agree with that. I
Mhm.
agree with that statement. I think
but
I
yeah.
like weapons a lot too. But
Mhm. Mhm.
Ian, what'd you get out of it?
Golly, what did I get out of it?
Obviously, you
I
had a more visceral thing to
I
it.
did
As
intensely visual.
yeah,
Guys, an audience. I don't recommend if you've worked in social work. Let me just warn you right now, listener.
yeah,
You will be going through the movie scene by scene, going like, yeah, someone could do that. Yeah,
yeah.
someone could get away with that. Probably. Yeah, probably. You plan it right. Yeah, you could do that. Um, what did I get? I got out of it. I think Nick nailed it perfectly. But I'll just kind of frame it this way: is I'm so glad that the directors made this strong a follow up to their last film, and I'm genuinely excited for because I think they said they wanted to do at least one more in this vein of
Oh, like
uh
cult
ex-
thing.
of
Oh,
the
I do
occult
remember hearing about that. Yeah,
and presumably exploring legitimate like contemporary social issues
Mhm.
of some kind. And so I think that there's a richness there for them to explore all kinds of things.
Yeah,
Uh, and I'm honestly, I guess I'll just say it this way: that's we've said before, one of the great compliments that writers have is the envy of, fuck, I wish I could have done that.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
I in my highest loftiest aspirations, I would love to be able to do what this film did, which is talk very frankly about some real shit we should be talking about and thinking about and maybe
Yeah.
looking into like doing something about even. Um and still have like an all out fucking balls to the wall good time horror movie
Mm.
that that works. And also I'll tell you, I got a really great family drama with
It's got
these
so
kids.
much heart. This fucking movie, like,
Yeah, even the bastards have a
yeah,
very yeah. And so at every turn of this movie, it kind of for me was pulling on my strings of, oh, I feel bad for her, I feel bad for him. Oh shit, this is just a bad circumstance. Oh,
oh
all
no,
right.
they're
Oh no,
complex.
they're complex. I don't want this shit. Give me
No,
Freddy.
I want good or I want evil.
I want a burned up molester who gets killed every time. I want him to go away. Anyway,
I
no,
want Dio versus Jonathan Joestar.
they better kick a dog. Anyway, I think it's a beautifully acted movie. It's really worth watching, and
Yeah,
I kind of. I kind of hope that the next one of theirs gets a little bit in the. I think horror movies have been talking about real stuff for a while. It has been something that's
yeah.
coming more apart, more overtly a part of the medium recently. Because they've
I
always
wouldn't
been.
even just say recently. I feel like the last 10 years. That's what.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
last decade, I would
that's
say.
where we get
But
that fucked up genre name elevated horror that I
which
100%
I'm
disagree with as a
bristle
name.
at. Yeah,
Yeah,
I.
It's,
But I will say that
that's for
we've
a bunch of
gotten
people
some.
who don't want to admit they like horror, but whatever.
It's for people who can't use thriller, which is what people used
Yeah,
to, put a mustache on and say, "Oh no, this is nominated for an Oscar. This
Silence of
is
the
a
Lambs is a
thriller.
thriller. It's not.
It's a
Yeah,
thriller."
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
Um,
so right. You're so right. I didn't even think about that.
but I genuinely, and I know I hope that this movie gets people talking, because there's really good conversations to be had here. It's something really rich to think about. But yeah, I think overall I got a great family drama that's worth your time. Definitely.
Yeah.
What about you? What about you, sir? What about you, Chris?
Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Ran out of space. I thought I cleared enough, but I obviously didn't. So I will have to get on that. But where we left off is what I got out of it.
Yes.
Again, I'm stupid. I am. We mentioned envy before, and I am crazy envious of these guys. I feel like the script is so fucking tight, and it's one of those things of like when we watched the movie Ritual on Netflix, how much I loved it, where it both touched upon internet style horror that I was very familiar with, but also had so much heart. At the end of the day, you're watching a mom trying to save her child
Yeah.
from a disease or from a curse,
Yeah.
and doing whatever they can to do that, including cursing you and like, but still making you buy that, like believe that.
Hmm.
With crazy good imagery and like pacing, and like the dialogue all feels real as you see this mom descend into madness. Like I felt a lot of that here, where I was like, oh man, like you, it's all these little character details. As I was with Ian, I'm following those little choices that Laura's making because you're automatically suspicious of her.
Yeah.
And then you find out it's an internet ritual, and I'm like, oh dude, they're pulling at the soft spots on me for that kind of shit. Uh, and it's brutal, and they don't hold back on the gore and horror, but also everything feels like you. It still feels visceral, like it doesn't feel like a gag or a punchline or anything. It feels like just this horrible thing you're watching. Um,
Yes.
and it's great. It's effective, and I'm so jealous of it. Everyone's it's so good and well thought out. Everyone's acting is top tier.
Yeah.
There's so many good performances in here. Fuck, dude. I think all of them. Like I believe everyone, and I feel the authenticity. Like I feel so much of their pain in certain scenes. Um,
Yeah.
and I buy the way they handle those different pains.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. I'm into this movie, man. I think this is my movie of the year right now. Unless I can think of something or I watch something. I don't know. Spinal Tap 2 came out and I still haven't
That could
watched it.
be. That
That
could be
could
it.
be it. Yeah, here's what I say. Here's what I'll say about Spinal Tap 2 as someone who hasn't watched it. I like the marketing they've been doing around it, where they just have the guys act as the characters doing all those interviews that we have now,
Yes.
with like Wired and shit, or like Jimmy Kimmel and everything, and they're just great improvisers. Okay,
Mm.
no, I fucking love this movie, dude. Bring Her Back is like this is top tier shit. They're in the same place as Boots Riley is for me, in the sense of they both made two
Hmm.
features. Well, Boots Riley made a feature movie, which is Sorry to
And a
Bother
TV
You,
show.
and then TV show I'm a Virgo, and I think both of those are like tens, or like at least
I agree.
nines.
No, 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 no,
Um,
sir. They are perfect.
they're
Especially,
perfect
I'm a
ten,
Virgo. Oh my
yeah.
god.
Sorry to Bother You is like one of my favorite movies of all time. Like the more I
It's
think of
very
it.
yeah.
These two movies too, as well, man. They just both of them have to make one more. They have to go for the third.
Yep.
For
Yep.
me, and if I love it, then they're both in one of like favorite directors of all time.
Some rarefied air with
Yeah,
like rarefied air, being able to have your first flick come out and hit that hard,
yeah.
and then to have your follow up hit, if not equally harder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think on a technical, like in just everything level, this is a better movie than Talk to Me.
Mhm.
But I think with
Mhm.
Talk to Me, it's just gonna depend on like what fucked up thing you're more familiar with. Are you more familiar with addiction? Or are you more familiar
Right.
with foster system? Like,
Right. Yeah. True. True.
um, fuck yeah, no, I love both those movies. I think these are both great. They're and they're making a hardcore wrestling documentary, extreme wrestling documentary
dude.
in Mexico. They're like, or on the just give it all, man. I'm all in. Whatever, fuck it.
How
It's
many
too
times you
mean.
guys see him fall through the glass into the barbed wire?
That's just a rite of passage. I bet you they had to do that in order to get the movie out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like as initiation or something.
Mm.
Okay. Well, let's go to Dana Mont. What are our recommendations after doing this episode?
Easy.
Nick, what would you
Yeah,
recommend?
I thought about this for a bit,
Uh-huh.
and I try to do something where it both, in the theme of weapons and the theme of this, where it is someone getting ambitious, and the magic they use just happens to work
Yeah,
for their needs.
I love that it works, but yeah.
It's a movie that came out last year, uh, with I believe I don't want to butcher their name, but Claire Monelli as the main character. She was in Rosie and some older ones like Christie and Ghostlight.
Okay.
Um, but there's a movie she was in last year called Friwaka, which is Friwaka is was pretty fucking crazy. It is literally, I imagine it's like what you would assume like those Celtic like legends were actually about. Um,
How do you spell that?
Friwaka. It is
Uh-huh.
Frewaka.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Got it.
it's that movie was fucking crazy. The visuals on that is pretty wild. It's kind of like this where as you mentioned, like it's a specific type of it'll just depend on what you're most familiar with, and like if
Okay.
you're familiar with Celtic folklore and like
Oh, then I
this
might
whole
really like this.
yeah, this whole concept of like this care worker, um, like sort of having their fixed idea of indigenous and like and First Nation people
Mm.
Ah,
is yeah, it's so good. I totally recommend it. Free Waka.
Free
All
Walker.
right, I'm in.
Nice. Me too. Me too.
Okay. All right. Ian, what would you recommend?
I'm going to recommend a movie from quite a while ago that involves, um, kind of family drama, family tension, um, and things like that. I just now looking it up found out that they've remade this movie, and a remake is coming out. Yes, a remake came out yesterday apparently,
Okay.
but I'm recommending 1992's The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Um,
this has been on my list.
it's the setup for the movie is a woman who reports her obstetrician as abusing and molesting patients.
Yes.
Um, gets the doctor successfully put away, and then it is a revenge story of his widow because he dies,
Yeah.
obviously. And this woman it just finds a way to insert herself into this woman's life, tries to fuck her husband, tries to kill her child, and tries to frame this woman as just the most monstrous kind of human being
Fuck yeah.
imaginable.
Oh man.
Um, and so the fact that it's entirely based on it's a movie that plays on a lot of these things. It
Yeah.
plays on real fears that exist in the world and real violence that exists in the world. Um, and gosh, that movie scared the crap out of me when I didn't watch it when it came out, but I watched it a long while ago, and it's very spooky. I would frame it as related in the sense that it's feminine horror, if that was
Oh,
a
interesting.
genre. The idea
Okay.
of a mother who has been wronged
Yeah.
is a through line in both these works. Worth watching. Worth watching. The old one. They just made a new one that came out yesterday. Not to put too hard a date on this, but yeah, I'd recommend The Hand That Rocks the Cradle,
All right,
92.
on TVPG
Which
is what
one?
it's
What?
rated. It's rated TVPG.
The Hand That Rocks the Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
How?
I mean, it's an
How?
R movie, but TV PG. So I wonder if there's a weird TV version.
There
Yeah.
must have been a weird,
What?
like, Die Hard for TV cut.
Yeah,
Probably,
it'll
yeah.
be fine. No, that one's been on the list for a while. I've always heard good things about it. Okay, what would I recommend in my denouement? Well, I want to hear the other side of the foster system and why you should leave children in it. So
Oh.
I would recommend Lilo and Stitch the remake, where
My God.
the only thing I know about that movie, I haven't watched it, is that
Oh my
fucking
God.
Nani puts Lilo
Yeah.
into the foster care system so she can go get a degree.
Yes.
My year, child.
And
This
what
is my
sounds
year.
like the most evil fucking thing, as an older sibling of two,
Yeah.
that sounds like the most evil, vile shit I could ever like.
No, she's doing a responsible thing by giving you up and getting a
Yeah,
degree.
And following her dreams. Yeah, fuck off, dude. Like,
Forget the alien. She's the monster.
I
Like,
can't bring myself to watch that movie because Lilo and Stitch the original is one of my favorite Disney movies.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
like,
nope.
fuck that, dude. When I heard, like, how are you not up in arms, like, against whoever wrote that track?
Oh my God.
Just let
If
that
it's
happen.
real, I could have been tricked. Who knows? But
No, that is how the movie ends.
And
That
I
is.
saw it.
oh, you guys watched it?
I saw
I
that.
watched the writer defend the position and basically say
I gotta go
it is
fight the
morally
writer.
irresponsible to tell 20-year-olds that they should be responsible for children. In reality, you'd better give that kid up because you have no business raising. Or some. I'm making him way more combative.
I go fight him in the street. That's what.
Yeah.
that's,
Find that guy. Yeah.
that's so fucking evil. Anyway, no. I recommend that. No. What would I
What do you
recommend?
recommend?
You know what? I was mentioning Ritual. Where Ritual shares, now that I like talked about it, and I don't think we did an episode on what we got out of it on it, or if it was on
We
Storyteller Cast. I know we talked about it.
We have. Yeah.
Yeah. I highly recommend that movie. I love that movie. It was on Netflix original for a little bit. It's a Taiwanese horror film. The director himself has stated like how much internet horror like influenced him for that, because that's what he grew up on. And you can see it in that goddamn movie. But at its core, that movie succeeds because it's so heartfelt in this mother trying to raise her child in a society where, like, yeah, single moms don't do well. Everyone's gonna try to figure out a reason to take your baby from you.
Yeah.
And on top of that, there's a curse, and the curse is fucking horrifying.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a fantastic movie. It was like one of my favorite movies of that year, if not my favorite movie that year. Ritual. For anyone.
Ritual.
It's a long movie too. I think it's like, let me look it up. I think it's 2 hours. It might even be 3. But great movie. Loved it. And that'll do it. That'll do it for this. We have one more for Halloween. Spooky month. Not The Ritual. That's not the movie.
No,
that's a Roger Ebert movie coming out. Unless I'm fucking it up. Maybe it's not called Ritual. Oh no!
What's it called?
Is it Scooby Doo when he goes to Vampire Island, or
no? It's not.
You wish.
No, it's called The Ritual.
Okay.
No, wait, no, fuck. Okay, what?
Was it maybe released under different titles in English?
Is it Monster Squad? Oh.
Is it Monster Squad? Oh no! What was the Taiwanese horror Netflix? You know that's what I'll type in. Taiwanese horror Netflix movie.
Which one, Chris?
Oh no!
There's so many.
Netflix.
I thought you were gonna say we watched
Incantation. I fucked up. It's called Incantation. 100% fucked up. By Kevin Coe, who at least the last time I checked, he ruled. Hopefully nothing happens.
Last check, awesome. Yes.
Yeah, that the Incantation. That movie. That was a movie I loved and thought of.
That was it, yeah. But we're watching Retention, the 2019 one.
Oh, I still haven't brought myself to watch that yet. I love the video game, but
Game's cool.
yeah, games are really good.
I
Anyway,
think it's
oh,
neato.
go ahead.
No, I think the game's neato. He had cool ideas. It's fun.
Neo Burrito.
No, I'm just kidding.
But speaking of spooky games, that'll be the last episode for October. It'll come out on Halloween. We will be looking at mouthwashing.
Oh
So
my god.
please look forward to that.
Oh.
Okay, we gotta go. I gotta set these up to edit, and
Okay.
I gotta eat something. I didn't eat once I got home from work. So,
right.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, Ian. I'm old.